Hey everybody, I'm here by myself because I just got done with Sterling and I thought while I'm here, let me just do a couple of updates. Um, First of all, I want to tell you that Sterling, when you'll see his video before you even see this, had a little introduction to Ruth. Apparently she came to him. I am not picking her up, but I do have sort of a thing about when people first die, sometimes not getting them. I imagine I will be able to get her, but I just want you to know I did get a sort of a hit. I almost felt it was Earl Warren, who was a justice person who was brought in by Eisenhower. And actually, he was more of a conservative, but ended up being more like Roberts, he's constitutionalist. So I'm feeling whoever takes the place of Ruth, and I do feel it's a female, I do feel that this person will not be quote unquote right winger or that kind of thing. And I was feeling, hold on, let me try to get him in again. He's from the old school. So you guys wouldn't even recognize him. I don't even remember him. He just sort of came in totally out of the blue. My son and I were talking about previous justices, and then I got that hit. But I'm feeling as if there will be people who decide not to vote for Mitch McConnell's pick. I see Trump being furious. So it feels like it's in a stalemate, and or even if someone goes through, because it's definitely a female, that she will be stuck. Like they're going to find stuff. Like if they pick the woman that's Catholic, Amy, she has a lot of stuff where she belongs to some sort of organization, sort of that religious cult kind of thing. I just feel there's just too many bricks being thrown. But I do feel whoever comes in is not going, she'll be more in the middle. She's not too far to the left. And the thing is that Trump is scaring the bejesus out of seniors because they know if the justices become too right-wing that they'll be getting rid of Social Security. I do not see Roberts in for anything that takes away from people. I really don't. I don't see him cutting Social Security. I don't see him cutting Medicare. And I don't see him voting on the ACA to no previous conditions. Again, it'll be like, so what exactly do you have in place? And I actually feel that the other people, like, except for Thomas, he don't care. But like Kavanaugh, are actually, because by November 3rd, we know that Biden's going to win by a landslide. It's almost like they're afraid, like we better kind of do this the correct way and not go in Trump's favor because that'll work against us. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm almost feeling like, and remember, people will be jumping ship. So I wanted to tell you that. And I also feel, and I've been on Twitter, and word is something big is coming out. It could be today or tomorrow, but something big in a financial, and they've said that before and it was a nothing burger. So let's take a look, see something big coming out next week. So Ruth's funeral is next week. She'll be at Arlington. Tell me about what's going to happen next week. I'm using my Morgan Greer tarot cards because they're very bright. They're the ones I used to always use, and then I switched over to the Golden Tarot because I like Violetta's cards. Then I'm back now to Morgan Greer. Something that has to do with, could even create some sort of it's going to change the road. It's going to make us look at both sides of things. It's like drama. like something, maybe even military. Ooh, picking up the sword, some sort of battle, some huge disappointment. But on whose side? We're trying to get back up on our horse and move forward. It's got to do with money. We've always known Trump was going to go because of money. Okay, so some sneaking with money. So, and judgment in the hopes, dreams, and wishes is the judgment card. So judgment will be brought forth. Look at this, you guys. Quickly. So it's something so underhanded. It's even, we knew he was underhanded, but it's going to be something huge. They're even telling me like a rumbling, like, remember the buffalo that I saw? And I could feel the rumbling, like in the strength and justice. To see that Trump just blew it. He's a reality TV star pretending like he's president. And all these other people used him to get their agenda done. But what they're doing now is they're going to pay the price. And here's the other good news from Sterling, that McConnell will not win. And I really hope he's right. I can't tell you, I've definitely felt McConnell would not win, but I felt his power was taken away. So even if he won, he has no power. And I'm going to tell you, I had the dream about Mark Kelly. When I have a dream, you can take that to the bank. And Mark Kelly is going to lose. I mean, Mark Kelly is going to win. So he's taking McSally, bing, right out of the ballpark. But these people don't realize that why. Well, they're going to start realizing now that the more they stand for Trump, the more it's likely they're getting exit stage left. So let's take a look at Miss Lindsey. Miss Lindsey Graham. Is it Jamie that's running against Lindsey? Amy's running against Mitch. And by the way, $80 million after Bruce died. Tell me about Lindsey Graham, South Carolina. You know, and he even said his granddaddy used to say, a man is only as good as his word. And he just now said, take me. I'm telling you, you should not vote for a new justice during an election. And he's just now totally reversed that. Just like McConnell. I told you guys McConnell's a snake. Miss Lindsey has no choice. They got him by the you know what. Miss Lindsey has no choice. So tell me what's going to happen with Miss Lindsey. People are happy. Yeah, he's removed from his seat. He's got the emperor reverse. So he thought he was somebody. The people from the past will not look at him with glory. Yeah. Something's coming out about him. It's not good, you guys. I don't care what side of the road he lives on, if he's straight or gay. I don't care about that part. I care about the fact that he's evil and he's underhanded and he doesn't stand up for his word. And he threw his pal McCain under the bus. That's why Kelly's going to win. Let me tell you, Arizona loved him. And Trump talking trash, that's why Arizona's going to Democrats. So don't worry, you guys. He's getting in there. I see them fighting. So herd mentality is taking place. Trump last night said that he might do an executive order because Biden absolutely should be not president because he's not qualified, okay? The other thing is he said during the debate, he's definitely going to bring up Biden. Well, that's going to open a whole new ballpark. I'm going to tell you the 28th, I think that's a Tuesday. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I just think Biden's going to hit him as hard as he gets hit. And I see Trump totally upset and wanting to come off, or it was rigged or whatever, because he doesn't like being looked bad, and he's going to look bad. And then they're going to say, sir, you're lying. Sir, you're lying. So it's all rigged. What else was I going to tell you? Oh, he also said he may call martial law, which is like, listen, all this is going to go to the higher courts, and the higher courts are going to say, nope, you can't do that. He's just going to be so upset that he loses by a landslide. But listen, I've been feeling Florida and Texas going blue, but let's double check it. Angels of Light and Mercy. Remember, a lot of 80,000, I think, Puerto Ricans live in Florida. And your elderly know that he wants to get rid of their Social Security and their medical. I mean, they're like not happy with that. They're not happy knowing what he wants to do. And remember, he said, I'm going to get rid of ACA, but don't worry, we have the best thing. That goes in October, and they're going to vote on that, and he's got nothing. He's got nothing. So it's going to cause a lot of chaos. The chaos is almost over. Thank you, Lord. Tell me. And we won't have like a big inauguration with him looking at a huge crowd, because they won't want that. It might be something that's televised live, but it'll be very intimate, a smaller group. Okay, so tell me what I can tell about Florida. Will Florida, we got to ask directly, you guys. Will Florida go Democrat? Will Florida go blue? Yes or no? That's all we've got to know. Yeah, and then, you know, the virus is coming around again, so people are going to be upset. Absolutely, 100% yes. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I can't wait for that night. We'll be partying. He's going to lose Florida with a landslide. The outcome is new beginnings. Yep, yep, yep. Oh, and look at this. Look who's standing in front. Biden. Oh, God, he wins Florida and Texas. It's over. He might as well just pack his bag. Let's look at Texas. Give it to us straight. We can handle the truth. Just him getting Florida is good, because he's going to get everybody else. Arizona, Michigan. A lot of those people that voted for Trump are regretting it. And a lot of people didn't vote because they weren't into Hillary and they weren't into him. So they just didn't vote. But this is different. Did you guys see the lines in Virginia? My friend Dan says, now that's a blue state. And for them to even be in line, because they don't trust the post office. And they were coming out in droves. And then they try to have some of the herd mentality come out with their flags, which is totally, it's a federal offense to block voting. But Trump doesn't care. You guys go out there, you stop them, which doesn't help. People have the right to vote. Okay, so tell me about Texas. Tell me about Texas. You know, there's a lot of rich people for Trump. Oh, thank you. So they're telling me Bloomberg is going to do a lot of damage on Trump. We always knew he had something to do with this election. He's the one that probably switches Florida to, because I see Trump mad at Bloomberg. I just saw that. Blaming Bloomberg. $80 million after Ruth crossed. $80 million. Texas, give us the truth. Yes or no? Will Texas go blue? Yes or no? Will Texas go blue? And not looking as good. Will Texas go? Oh my God, will Texas go blue? There's heartache and happiness. It's really weird. Okay. So here's the yes. Oh my God, you guys. I think Texas will be close, okay? And there might be some things that take on. like they're trying to blind them or trying to act like, no, no, Texas was for us. But at the end, Texas goes blue. But they're like, Florida feels like we find out about Florida. It's just like, boom, Florida, we won. See ya, sucker, pack your bags. Yeah, oh my God. He's not going to be able to claim that he's the president. I do see, remember I saw a judge, so it could be the Supreme Court, could be Roberts. And he may even think, even if they can push in that other gal, that he can just get away with this, but he doesn't realize, you know, even the ones he put in didn't vote for a lot of things that he wanted. And he was, well, I guess that's just the way it is, you know. It's like they go by the Constitution. The only person that always votes for him is, what's his name? That's wife's in the middle of everything, the Tea Party and all that, Thomas. And I've often felt Thomas leaving. So I don't know what happens, but I've been feeling that. So yeah, this is going to be something else. Okay, and let's see, I wanted to do something else. Everything's going to be removed. Let's look at Barr real quick. No, somebody asked on our friend Sterling's thing if did Barr or anybody have anything to do with RBG's death? No, she died of natural causes. Well, not natural causes. She died of cancer. That type of cancer, let me tell you, it was a miracle she lived as long as she lived, because that kind of cancer is a tough cancer. And she had so many cancers. It's just amazing that she lived as long as she did. And when she died, there's all this Jewish thing about what happens when you die at the beginning of a holiday. She's like a saint. She will be remembered always. Can you tell me about Barr? Can you tell me about Barr? Okay. And also, I don't know if I mentioned Ellie Dreams Down Under. She's from Australia, and I've watched her video, and she's very calming. And she agrees with a lot of things that we agree with. We got to be in with the in crowd. You know what I'm saying? Isn't that funny how so many people come up? What's going to happen with Barr? Barr's got some money issues, and he will be punished. See what a scourge is laid upon your hate, that death finds means of killing your joys with love. And I, for winking at your discords, too, have lost a brace of kinsmen. All are punished. So he will definitely, and let me tell you, Trump is packing. Trump is thinking about heading out. When he told his crowd, you know, if I lose, if you let me lose, because he'll blame them, just like Hitler blamed when Berlin was bombing, and Hitler said, they said, sir, should we get everybody out of Berlin? Nah, let them die because they didn't save me. That's Trump. So I see him packing up his stuff and heading out, because he's not going to be able to sit in the corner and tweet and talk to people and cause another chaos, because he's going to be in trouble, huge trouble. And so is Barr. And I know we're not supposed to get all excited, but justice will be served. And he's not well. I've told you guys this for a while. So here's the other hit I got. I was telling my friend the other day, and I just want you guys to know. Remember how he was up there and even calling his own people putzes or whatever he was saying? I will tell you that he really affected those within the organization, and they do not. Somebody said, that Peter guy said, agents have a long memory. And when everything starts hitting the fans and it's time for Trump to go, They are just talking about Barr. I see them being able to come forward and they're ready to spill the beans about Barr. He was making us do this. He was making us do that. They were kind of stuck. They weren't able to help themselves because they're already mad. And let me tell you who else is mad is the military, because they know that wasn't bull. He did call them suckers and all that stuff. I mean, Jesus Christ, can you imagine if President Obama was caught on tape saying, I don't want to talk about the virus because I don't want people to get worried. Basically, I don't want my numbers to go down. I don't want the stock market to suffer. Could you imagine Obama still being in office? There would have been a lynching. That's how people would have been so upset. But this guy was just released. That's the hard part. That's why you guys are like kind of losing faith. This is why you need to continually hear, no, he's going to pay the piper. Even though all this stuff is building up, we're stuck because he's got those people behind him, McConnell and everybody, and his Fox News that act like he's king for a day. It's going down. It's going down. I'm looking so forward to it. So, okay, and then people were asking about China, which I thought was interesting. They're wondering what's going to happen. Is it going to crumble the Communist Party because the wealthiest have started moving their children and money outside of China? And also someone asked if aliens can see the future. Yes, they can. But also they believe in free will. So some of the information that comes out, it can change, you know, like I didn't see Ruth going when she went. I always felt it was January, but that wasn't for me to call. She can go whenever she decides to go. She got hit so hard, and I feel her family was with her. All of a sudden, they just said it's over. And so, you know, and I think she talked to Justice Roberts, and her granddaughter wrote that statement, please don't, you know, replace me until the new president's in. Okay. So tell me about China and the Communist Party. Tell me about China. Tell me about China. Communist Party. Listen, aliens have been coming to the United States. Sorry, I'm going off on the aliens again. Since nuclear. They were always coming, but they're really coming because they actually go in, and there was somebody that told me that in the Russian newspaper, when Chernobyl blew up, there's actually a picture of a giant spaceship over it, consuming some of the radiation, because apparently it could have been way worse than it was. Tell me if I'm wrong, but that's what I heard. So, okay. China. What's going to happen to you, China? And did you see the military in Syria and making a show of strength towards the Russians? You know, Trump didn't want that, but they made the decision because they're not going to listen to Trump. He's done. So China has the karmic star. So this stealing and underhandedness and all the stuff they do, yeah, China will end up offering the world peace. That's interesting. I knew Russia was going to change as soon as Putin's out of there. Russia's going to kind of get better. But the Chinese will always, yeah, new beginnings, cycle changes. Oops, sorry. New beginnings, cycle changes. So it's not for another 10 years. Sorry, you guys. But it will happen because they're going to be in a struggle too. There's a lot of struggling coming up. There's weather-related stuff too. Definitely feel flooding in Florida, big time. The fires, there's still some more fires. I don't see Armageddon, at least in northern area. maybe in the south. And I do see some earthquakes, but not Armageddon earthquakes. No 9-pointers in California. But my ears were ringing the other day, so we're definitely having some earthquakes. Okay. You know, I'd rather be in California with earthquakes. I've been through several earthquakes than to be in these storms, these Armageddon storms that are coming. Like that poor, what state was that those winds hit and just like boom, blew roofs off. They were without power. And trust me, they won't forget what Trump did either. He didn't help them at all. Okay, you guys, so I'm going to get off. I'm going to, today's Sunday. Today's actually my day off. And it's kind of nice not to do readings for a little bit. Give me some hours of respite. Okay, so I will talk to you all later. And say bye, Lulu. Say bye-bye, Jack. Say bye-bye. Yeah, bye-bye. They're looking at me. I hope you mean that's a W-A-L-K, bye-bye. No, we're not doing it. Okay. You guys take care. Love y'all. Ciao.